This is Catherine Rosasco Mitchell, and this is the third part to the program, Get Sensational Attention Introduction. I want to just recap what we talked about in the first two parts, but first I want to just share with you the importance of bringing more education into emotional, mental processing, especially for children, and how we can better understand ourselves as human beings and bring together a more conscious awareness of what's going on inside of ourselves and with each other. In the first part of the intro, we talked about if there's a reoccurring problem or challenge that's happening, there's some missing piece to the puzzle that's going on. And in the second part of the intro, we talked about what that missing piece may be and the science behind it, and how there's a contemplative neuroscience that is looking at that we don't just think with our heads, that our whole body is related to the way we identify who we are and what we perceive and what's going on outside of us. In this part, we're going to introduce a program to help get to know what that missing piece is and how to come from that place of what is going on inside of all of us that maybe needs to be more in awareness so that conflicts don't reoccur. Children have treasures, and Get Sensational Attention program is a treasure hunt. And when we look at this program, when you look at the video, it's an animation video, please don't think this is a breathing exercise. This is a life skill. This isn't a religious practice. This is based on the process of how the brain works with the body, and brings more awareness to a primary awareness of what is the honest, true process that's going on in our mental and emotional perceptions. It's a different way of looking at how to do education by bringing this inner world to a more predominant way of how we teach our children. What appears to be happening in a conflict may not be what is exactly going on. We talked about that a little bit more with the music score in the second video, the intro to Get Sensational Attention. When we do an exhale, it affects the brain. We bring sound and the feeling of air moving through us to pull attention inward and drop into a more honest, wider perception of what's going on in ourselves by stopping the attention that is causing the conflict outside of us and trying to get a sense of what we call home, this body-mind integration that is a deeper level of what's happening with the self. The program is divided into 5 segments, and in the next video, I'm going to explain to you a little bit what's in each segment. And this one, I'm just going to give you an idea of the titles so you can get a concept of the process of how we're teaching this life skill is from the bottom up. It's a physical presence that you'll be able to recall in your child just by asking them to go back into home when they're listening or talking. The first segment is called, Can You Hear Me? Where is your attention? How attention changes and according to where, or hearing changes according to where attention is. Upset or angry? Try the home breath. So we're going to take that emotion, that reaction of that emotion, and turn it on its heels and bring the attention to home breath. The technique for the home breath will be explained. The third segment is feel the change and you more clearly. The fourth segment is the magic of home. It's a feeling. The fifth segment is listen from home and love what it does. It totally changes the perspective of what's truly going on inside of us and why there's a conflict going on outside, especially in children. We have to drop into this place inside of us and out of the fire to find where there's more patience. And with patience, ears open up and listening improves. And with listening, attention span lengthens. But most important, this process of finding the state of presence, of home, not the breathing exercise, improves compassion. And I think that that's a really important piece of the puzzle of what we are missing in education and how we need to bring this kind of education into society, into this relationship of dropping into the deeper place of where we're coming from and how to deal with harmful emotions. I hope this program helps you, your school, and your family. The links for the Get Sensational program is below, and there's also a link to the user guide. And if you'd like to get more videos on more explanations of the user guide, please make sure you subscribe below. Thanks for listening. Aloha.